Brave Wolf Customs presents the Lilith Challenger, a custom 2020 ND Challenger limited. Go fast, don't die. BraveWolf.us. Brave Wolf Customs, the Lilith Challenger.
I'm in Bison Thunder here in St. Paul. They want to sell you a bike and help you build a bike.
Yeah.
Why wait till all the parts are on back order?
We have special things going on that we put in our dealership in Minnesota. We're signing people out and they're not even paying for their bike for up to 4 months.
Buy them now.
Yep. No Worries Promise, which is lifetime powertrain. First 2 years maintenance and wear items are covered on all new bikes, the heavyweight.
Bison Thunder here in St. Paul. Also have one in Rogers. All right. So that's where they are. Come to Bison Thunder, St. Paul. Home of the No Worries Promise.
Yes, sir. Peace.
And welcome, guys. It's Indian Rider Radio After Hours Live. And look, I'm back. Yeah, easy does it. Relax. Hey, I'm glad you're here. We are so happy to have you back, and we are going to do what we do on a Friday night, probably better than just about anybody else does on a Friday night, considering what you might be doing. You didn't have plans, so you dropped in here. Now hang around for a little while. We're going to have some fun. Lots to talk about, lots of things to do, and, of course, a special thank you to the guy who took care of all the duties last week and made it look easy. In fact, wound up with more views than we usually get, so congratulations, Fish. Welcome back. What are you doing, dude?
I've been busy today. I dropped a video and I did some photo shooting. Does that even?
Hey, what? Oh, you're getting all Model-esque, are you?
Wait, listen, Big Gabe came around and he can shoot a camera. Yeah.
But were you moved enough to be emotional and emote to the camera? And could you express yourself in front of the lens?
Yeah, I did. It was a lot of these.
Was it swearing, or were you just throwing it out there?
It was a lot of these.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Yeah.
And then these.
You do the thinking man thing? You really did? Oh, that one too. Always a thinking man one. Sure. Okay.
Well, that is what I did. Then I
Yeah.
messed around off-road a little. By off-road, I mean like the ditch to get onto the road. And yeah, watch. There might be some video coming that.
Was there vegetation involved? I mean, were you on something that you could tear up a little bit?
Yeah, those tires bite really well. I was impressed.
I bet they do. Well, last week, obviously, I was on the road. Flew into Sacramento. Got there late Friday night. Then, of course, had to get up early Saturday morning to take an hour-long drive out to Grass Valley, California. And there I met the DeMartini RV people, and it's an entire family that kind of works here.
Okay.
Everybody has pretty much the same last name, so all you got to do is remember their first names. There was Tim and John and Brent and my driver, Greg. And they brought me out and took care of all the paperwork, got me some coffee, walked me through the RV. And then, in order to, I know you're listening, California, and that's okay, because I'm going to come right out and say it. To avoid paying taxes in your state, we drove it to Nevada. Delivered, okay? But I find out that this is pretty common along that area, okay, or all of those areas. And the guy at the little UPS store where we have to find a notary to sign and witness that this thing actually transferred hands in Nevada, right?
You mean he didn't bring like his sister?
Right. It wasn't the third cousin once removed, the guy who knows the guy. No, this was an actual guy that's right. It didn't happen to the back of a casino. Okay. So anyway, we get there, we go through this whole process, and he can't wait to get back home, obviously. So he just beaches me with the thing in a shopping center parking lot. Now, it's been a long time since I've driven something that size, especially around, a shopping center, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
he didn't hang on.
Yeah, go ahead.
He doesn't drive it at least to the freeway and then pulls off the road and be like, all right, straight shot. Don't fuck it up.
No. We're in a King Soopers parking lot or something. Yeah.
During the sell hour.
Right. On a Saturday morning. What are we out of here? Jesus. But we he beaches me there. I make it my way back out on the freeway finally. I go down the road a little ways, and of course, now I have to get fuel. Oh shit!
They don't. Hey, wait, hang on.
No, it was fueled up when we left. Okay, granted, it was fueled up, but we had an hour's drive from Grass Valley over to Reno.
That's 42 gallons.
Okay, well, yeah, pretty about right. And long story short is, so now I want to top off because I'm planning on spending the day on the road. I don't want to pull off any other time that I don't have to, right? So I go through that whole exercise. So I get all the white knuckle stuff right out of the way, first thing out of the block. Let's just do this. Because if I'm going to put a dent in it or run somebody over, pretty much now is the time, right?
Nothing like going between the gas pumps.
Exactly. So once that's all figured out, now I, motor down the road for another, I think it was 1,500 miles. But it really, you pick it up pretty quick again. And it'd been like I drove a city bus for a little while and back 30 years ago. So and then delivery trucks and other stuff, but it really came back and I was kind of enjoying the ride. Right. And so I'm looking forward to it. Now it's parked at an RV center. We're getting ready to go there and get started and get ready to get on the road. And speaking of on the road, that's going to be a lot of what we talk about tonight. We're going to talk about your schedule, some of the events you're going to be at, right? So you can draw a crowd.
Yeah.
Well, frankly,
hang on. Did you say draw a crowd?
Draw a crowd, yeah.
Yeah, there's always that one guy that's doing something stupid that everybody watches.
Yeah.
I guess I could be that guy. I'm okay with that.
There's a difference between drawing a crowd and having people go, what the hell is he doing?
Get your phone. Something's about to go down.
What is this cat up to? Yeah, talk to me. All right. Well, what else we got going on? I know we have somebody hanging out here in the eaves. Let's go say hi to our friend and contributor, editor extraordinaire of the vtwinblog.com, Larry Marshall, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm giving him the applause.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
See? Hi, Larry. We're good. And you?
Oh, living the dream as usual.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Hey, I got to ride. I got to ride last weekend, and
did you?
Yeah, Fish. I was telling Fish a couple stories. We talked earlier this week. Maybe I'll save a little bit for later for the show. Yeah, I got to ride, man.
Oh, you're good. We're going to take a break here shortly, but Larry joins our podcast every week, as you know, from the vtwinblog.com. This time around, kind of a checkout from the neck up on whether or not you're ready to ride. Check out his feature with Indian Rider Radio. In fact, the show is on anywhere you can find a podcast right now. And Larry, thank you for doing that, by the way. We appreciate you. And one of these days, we're going to find somebody to get hooked up with that so that Larry can have his show sponsored in our show. How do you like that?
Would be great.
Yeah, let's find a sponsor for that. Because we put a little donut in it just for that reason, didn't we? That was the whole idea. So somebody would join us for that. So what else is going on? You were also in the house selling market, weren't you?
Yes, still am. We're still in that process. And Minnesota, man, it's the housing market is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I know this isn't a housing show, but we had one house where we put a bid in, and 28 other people put bids in on that same house. So.
28.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Colorado Springs. It's about the same.
Oh man.
Yeah. Depending on the price point you're looking at, I'm telling you what, guys. I mean, if you're looking at those $300,000 to $500,000 houses here in this region, and I don't know what pricing is even relevant, but I mean, 24 hours, they're gone. Boom.
Yeah.
Listed and gone. Wow. Well, that wasn't the case with my house, but gratefully I did find somebody who was willing to pay me and give me about, close to 3 weeks to get out. So I'm okay with that. As you can see, what room hasn't gotten torn down yet?
Right on.
Taking my time. All right, Fish, we're going to come back and talk about your schedule, visit with Larry a little bit, and the three of us might even have something up our sleeves for you people. So don't get too far away. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, it's Amanda from Indian Motorcycle Charlotte and Lloyd's Garage here. I want to talk to you about our B4 custom bike series. I think there's been a little bit misunderstanding of what they are. I know you guys have seen our pictures all over social media and our website of these badass custom bikes with that custom paint job with the blue and the red in some of them. They're amazing. But it's not just that full package that you see. It's actually like a menu, and you get to pick your own custom package. You're going to start with that menu and say you're really feeling that Dark Horse Chieftain or Roadmaster and you don't want the custom paint job. You don't have to mark it. You can go right down that line. Say you don't want the Arnaut Air Ride and the center stand. It's not really your thing. You don't have to get it. Say you don't want the fat front tire. As badass as it is, it's not everybody's flavor, and we get that. You don't have to get it. Reversely, if you just want the custom paint job and you don't want the performance, which it happens, you can do that. But that is why we do those. And I'm not going to go through the rest of the list because you want Lloyd's exhaust. You want the 126. You want the 1901 floorboards and foot pegs. The rest is a no-brainer. If you guys have more questions, feel free to give me a call, email me. Our number is 704-879-4560.
Brave Wolf Customs presents the Lilith Challenger, a custom 2020 Indian Challenger Limited. Go fast, don't die. BraveWolf.us. Brave Wolf Customs, the Lilith Challenger.
Now that's a good piece of production, and who else but Riding Fish would do a little something with that? Now let's clarify first. That was a piece that Jason DeMent had created, and then for Brave Wolf and for the Lilith, and then you got hold of it.
Yeah. Well, I acknowledged it was done amazing right away.
Yeah.
And so then him being a big supporter of the show, and he, helps us out a lot, and he has the collaboration with you to help the, what is it called?
Ride Scholarship Program.
Full Ride Scholarship. There it is.
And we do. And by the way, let me stop you really quick, Willie. We do have a nominee that was selected to be announced in March. Obviously, I got tied up in the end of the month, but we finally have reached out. We got a hold of them, and we're going to get all of that squared away here in early April so that our first winner has their Full Ride Scholarship, and that's coming very, very soon. In fact, Jason and I might get to talk to her tomorrow. Right? So, yeah, but Brave Wolf has been so great to us, and they have been just an amazing supporter of the show, and I'm happy and proud to support them as well. So, by all means,
right. And so we thought it would be cool to give him some love. His products are great. His decals are on point. I'm sorry, my dog is right here.
Oh, hi. Nice. Can you hear me?
Come here, Tyson. Here, look at this look at my big old bees. Oh, there we go. Hey, guys.
What's up, big man?
Hey. There he is.
What's up?
So his decals are on point.
Yep.
And I was like, well, he already did the hard part. All I got to do is, he's getting
there
crazy.
you go.
Let me go ahead and get him out this before this goes into some other kind of tube channel. Go lay down, boy. Tyson, go lay down. Wow, that doesn't happen on our lives very often, but hey.
Yeah, BarkBox is available online.
Now he's pissed. Now he's pissed. I don't have to worry about him anymore.
Ran him off, did you?
Anyway, so Jason did the hard part, and I threw some
flavor on it.
Yeah, audio and whatever. Listen, it was nothing to do that to help support Jason. So all you guys watching, BraveWolf.us, Brave Wolf Customs, you can find them on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, Instagram. And check out the stuff that he does. And I'm working with him still. So,
well, he's expanding what he's been doing. And if you listen to the podcast this week, I speak with Rick Hartman from TLC Thunder and Lightning Customs. Now, Rick is a guy about my age, kind of wound up making these things for himself. They took off much like Rick Cote had with his floorboards and that kind of thing. And so many other guys that have made things for Indian Motorcycle, right? Well, he's gotten so much now notoriety through Lilith, and he went to Daytona and met a lot of people down there. And so if you haven't checked him out before, it's TLC Thunder and Lightning Customs. You can find him on Instagram and on Facebook. Their webpage is still kind of under construction, but Rick is getting that all pulled together, and he and Jason have collaborated on radiator covers and some other things. And I'm telling you what, this whole Lilith Challenger and Brave Wolf kind of being the hub has really got a whole bunch of guys interconnected. He got us connected, and it's been amazing. Really been amazing. Been great guys.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of great guys, we're going to bring you back Larry Marshall.
Oh, I was wondering who you were talking about for a second. You said great guys.
Yeah, great guys. Okay, so let's talk about the thing you hooked up on the podcast now. Let's not give it all away, but you make a good point that for a lot of us, sometimes there's good times and bad times to get on a motorcycle. And, that neck up or checkup from the neck up's important, right? I mean, you made a good point about that.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. I've been out riding before, and there's been times I know I shouldn't have rode because I wasn't like mentally right there. It was either, and I think we maybe even said this in one of the statements. I was out maybe kicking it the night before and decided to, hop on the bike at 7 a.m. and try to go ride again, and that just doesn't work well. No. So you got to be right, man. You got to have your mind right before you go ride. That's kind of the thing.
I used to run with a guy who used to tell me, keep your head in the ride, keep your head in the ride. And I sometimes catch myself saying that if I've been daydreaming or I catch myself looking down the road or my mind's not staying at least semi-focused on what I'm doing, I'll remind myself of that. And it seems to help sometimes because, it's easy to get my head anywhere but where it should be. And where it should be on a motorcycle is looking down the damn road,
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
Yeah.
I will say though,
you can also have fish in your headset.
Right. Yeah. Larry, you're going to get the chance. We're going to hook up with our Sennas and you're going to get to listen to me for like hours on end in the summer. Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Don't know if it's a threat or promise or what, but bro, I'm telling you.
You can minimize it, but it's really hard to hear like horns and stuff too if you do it. Just say it. Yeah. It'll be a lot of fun.
I will say though that sometimes riding brings clarity, right? So
yes.
So if you're kind of in the slumps, for me personally, I'll just say myself, like it can help bring me out of kind of a bummer mood. And so maybe I get on and the first couple miles aren't good. Then all of a sudden I'm like, holy crap, I forgot my problems. Yeah. And I am only focusing on the road and what's ahead of me.
There's a definite difference between riding to feel better and riding when you're not feeling well enough to ride.
That's true. You go. That's a good point.
Yeah, I would agree because there's a lot of times where the cobwebs got to go, but that's one thing. When I get on there and I'm pissed or I'm bent off, or I'm just not focused. Yeah, I don't like it. It just makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, it really does. So what else have you been up to? I mean, like you said, trying to sell your house. You got the blog is obviously keeping you busy. A lot going on with the spring with that. Let's talk about getting an update from what's going on with the V-Twin blog because I know a lot of people have been asking recently about it again.
So we're actually moving a little bit more towards video. I've been playing with some new camera equipment, and I tried to keep this a secret, but I'm just going to let it out there. I've got a 360-degree camera that I'm going to try to start filming some rides with. Whoa. So hopefully I'll have people be able to take a ride with me. Working on some audio issues, so it might be voiceovers, but voiceovers with video. But it'll be a nice way to get people to be in the saddle with me and just go ride. Because actually, I'm seeing it in the comments too. There's some beautiful places to ride in this area. So a riding tour, man.
Well, speaking of which, you want to talk a little about that, Fish?
Well, one thing, and Jerry here brought it up a second ago. Okay. The Pepin down to La Crosse and back up the Wisconsin side, any of that Mississippi route here in Minnesota is incredible. Well, in the spring, there's also a ride called the Flood Run.
Oh, right.
You know about that, right, Larry?
Oh, yeah.
Any plans? It's the 17th.
I'm thinking it'll probably happen.
Okay, I'm on board. So I have it wrote down on April 17th. It's April. You're busy. I'll tell you what, Curtis, you come on out to Minnesota. I'll give you the challenge. I'll ride the FTR or vice versa. I don't really care. Just
all right. We can make that happen too. That's not a problem. Yeah. Considering now that I'm pretty much going to go everywhere with my motorcycle, packing it along. You know that right now. I bought it. I bought an enormous fiberglass box to put it in, for Christ's sake. So just let me do what I got to do here.
One of the most expensive garages of all time.
Yeah. And really one of the smallest when you think about it.
True. But yeah, so the 17th, anybody else watching in the comments, do me a favor. Let's hear where you're from, maybe what's a ride that you're gonna do, if it's an organized ride.
Yeah, let's talk about that because I've only got, my schedule right now, our travel schedule is pretty, I want to say thin, really. We do have some kind of I want to say impromptu dealer stops going on and some other things along the road, not necessarily event or motorcycle related that we're going to talk about and go visit. But I'm really looking for places to just drop by and ride, not just doing an event, but ride and hang out with some people. So yeah, let's talk about those in the comments. Hit us up. Where do you live? Great ride in your area, dates, times, those kinds of things. If you got them, let's share them. And we'll talk about that tonight and a whole lot more. So I think it's all cool. I think it's a lot of fun.
We have you and I have a one plan that's kind of overlapping a little. You're going to be at the Iron Butt Tour, or say it for me. Southeast Iron Butt Tour.
Yeah, I'm going to be at the Southeast Iron Butt Tour's arrival in Charleston, South Carolina, at American Biker and Indian Motorcycle of Charleston. They were gracious enough through the IMRG chapter there to set me up with a space where I can park the RV when I get there.
Yeah.
And so the object is to try to get there early enough the day on the 30th that I can be there as the riders arrive. And then the following day on May 1st, they're doing awards and a little party and banquet kind of thing. So I'd like to stick around for that. And then
I was this close to trying to do that, just to go. Like, I know it's like 1,200 and something miles. I was going to hit up Big Gabe. I was going to hit up Larry and just like, let's go do this. And I still could. Technically, I still could. I have the time.
Well, think about it, though. I mean, the Southeast Iron Butt Tour, there's some of these guys that are traveling 400, 500, 600 miles to do 1,000-mile ride. And then ride 1,000 miles and 400 more to go home.
Listen, so Whit thinks I'm ridiculous, and she's watching. I'm gonna shout her out. So she would love to do it, but she's gonna be in Hawaii. Boo hoo!
Yeah, I'm heartbroken.
Congratulations. Yeah. But I've done 2 Iron Butt rides, and I have 0 Iron Butt certificates. I have all these receipts sitting in a folder. I have I don't know. So
Larry, Larry, he's not old enough to understand. You need wall swag.
Exactly.
You need a few things to hang up when you get old and look at. So
I wish they made a patch. I'd put that on my vest.
Sure.
You got to have something you can put in your garage. One of my videos, I actually showed my garage and some of the actually the awards I've gotten for the old bikes. So
okay,
you got to have the swag, man.
All right. Well, I still have it. I think it never expires, so I should turn it in. At least the one that I have everything to. Well, I don't know. Maybe things will get crazy.
Acknowledged for the one that's the only one you have complete is the one you'll be acknowledged for.
That's true. Well, I think I could prove the other one, but it doesn't matter anyway.
Okay.
The other thing though is May 1st is here in Minnesota in Elk River. There's a biker get together, and it's called Dirty Rotten Biker Fest, and it's a really fun thing, and it's a biker thing. Have you had a chance to do that, Larry?
I did it 1 year, 1 or 2 years. I think I did it. Yeah, and I don't know if you know the story about that. Where they hold it.
I don't know.
The bar that they hold it at was on that Bar Rescue show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I did not know that.
So if you can find some reruns of Bar Rescue, you'll actually see the bar where they do Dirty Rotten Biker Fest.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's really cool. I should look that up.
I like the name. Whatever it's got going for it, I like the name.
But they do. They have all the vendors there. Trust No One Clothing's there all the time because they're out of Elk River.
Right.
And do you guys keep hearing these alerts? I apologize. I cannot shut them up. It's driving me.
I thought it was me.
No, it's me. It's driving me crazy.
It's like sitting in with somebody's waiting room in the office.
Yeah, sorry. But anyway, so Trust No One Clothing's there, but they do like the biker games. Yeah. And it's just a cool thing. It's fun. They usually give away a motorcycle or 2, and then they do gun raffles and all that stuff.
All the stuff you do in a rally,
all the fun stuff,
rally, those are awesome. That's a great. Did anybody mention anything in the comments yet as to where they might want to go? Hi, Keith or Renee. There's a couple of RVers right there.
Keith, he has a trip coming up to pick up a bike.
Yeah. He won Harley Davidson.
Yeah, he won it?
No, he went Harley.
Oh, went Harley Davidson. I thought you said he won it. I was like, no.
No.
Let's see. All right. Here, I'll look here. We got.
I saw somebody mention the tail of the dragon.
Oh yeah, mark right here. The
Going-
back of the dragon. On the back of the dragon in July.
Okay. Now, one of the things I hope to be able to do is I'm kind of going to backtrack because I have to come back to the Springs for a little while and then head back out again. So I'm hoping maybe the end of May, one of the places I could be is down there at Thundering Indians through the Smokies in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and do the Shahala Highway and all that stuff down there. Over 100 plus registrants already for that event. And I think it started out, it was like a dozen guys that wanted to get together, and Lawrence Hodge and Chuck Cameron, said, well, come on riding. And next thing you know, a couple of years later, it's, over 100 plus riders. So it's going to be a big event this year. Pigeon Forge is a beautiful area, at least photos I've seen of it. And I have driven through that area in the past, but Pigeon Forge is that idyllic little town, right? It's like, oh, of course that town's in small town Tennessee. Of course it is. That's what they look like there, don't they? Yeah.
You'll have to hit up Traveling Tall when you're out there too.
Oh, I should. Yeah.
Yeah. We actually, that's where we met up last year. I went down there last year and we met up and hung out for a little while.
Right on. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that Dollywood is nearby there as well too, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty cool. And the world's largest knife shop.
Oh, well, now, okay. Now I have to go. You don't know this about me, Larry, but Fish has seen them. I have this odd collection of knives that is now somehow spread out over a variety of different locations and spaces in my house. So, yeah, I have to go to the biggest knife store. Dear God, if they got a museum or a knife store there, I'm going. Absolutely. Best trip I've ever taken in Minnesota is to Glacier, to Banff, to going to the Sun Road, Beartooth, Chief Joseph's, Yellowstone, and Black Hills. Well, we've seen Jerry's itinerary there for the whole last decade.
Is that the best trip you've taken, Jerry, or is that the bucket list everybody else has? By the way, I would love to going to the Sun Road. That's a big one for me.
Is that one you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Glacier National. Yeah, I really want to do that road.
Glacier National Park. I would like to. There's not much road in it at all, but the Wrangell St. Elias National Forest up in southern Alaska is a place I would like to ride at some point. Larry, did you glitch out there for a second? Yeah,
I think we all did. Can you guys still see?
Yeah, now you're back.
Okay. I was just confused because I had no idea what he was talking about. So I gave one of these faces.
The what? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Larry's is better.
Yeah, Larry's is glitching. That's what he has a real glitch going on.
Well, that's a nice smile, though. Look at that. That's a
Look
killer
at it
smile.
sticking.
Come on.
Yeah,
Look at back.
Wait till you watch his back, Larry. This is gonna be the greatest glitches of all time.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one.
Everybody, you guys need to make sure you give us some thumbs up and some laughing emojis or something.
Yeah, dear God, the man committed to it.
Yeah, he got just one good one after another. What about you, Larry? What's your dream ride? Like something that you can do, right? Like it's not a dream ride as if you'll never get to do it. Like I'd love to ride, long way around style. I know I'll never do that.
Yeah.
So what's something that you can get to and reach? What the dream ride?
I want to do the Pacific Coast Highway.
Oh, yes, you do.
That is a dream ride, and I actually have a cousin who lives in just sleep couch.
That was working for a second.
Yeah, Orange County, sleep on this couch.
Hold on. I'm gonna take him out.
Yeah,
put him back.
It looks like he's still. Yeah.
Hey, there he is. Woohoo! This is a high-tech show, Larry. Quit.
Hey guys, we're running glitchy today. It's not too often we do that.
Oh,
we had that one show though.
I'll pop back in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You want to drop him out? We'll come back. Okay.
Yeah, he'll come back in. Right. I will say, to everybody, and Larry, he's probably listening, is if you do Pacific Coast Highway, it might just be something to think about.
Right.
Make sure that you start on the north side and go south, so that way you're on the right-hand side of the coast overlooking it. I think that would be good advice.
I think that would be good advice. I would also say don't stop in California. If you can continue up through Oregon and into southern Washington, do it. It is that the Oregon Coast ride on the Pacific Coast Highway is absolutely stunning. Just you will never see scenery like that.
Oh, shout out my
Did we get a
sister.
shout out from Diana?
Look at that. I want to thank, she's always so supportive. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the show, Diana. I appreciate it. And that $5 will go in my gas tank. Or I'll split it with you. Put it in I'll put it in the RV's gas tank, since I'm gonna be sleeping there.
Hey, bro, that's
Sturgis.
like spitting in it. Stop it. You got to put figure 0 after that.
Hey, listen, if all you get is a spit, you got to do. But anyway, hey, I always appreciate when people throw out to the show and pitch in. So Diana, I appreciate it. By the way, disclaimer, that's my sister. So,
Oh, right. Hi,
so
Diana.
keep your damn comments appropriate.
Uh,
That's all.
yeah.
Okay, that's it. I think Larry's streaming good.
Oh, he's rock solid again. Look at him.
Are we
Yeah.
good now?
Oh yeah, we're not even pixelated anymore.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
it's solid.
Yeah. You
Hey,
started-
when you do it, start all the way on the north side of the United States and head south. So then that way you'll be on the coastal side of the highway.
Okay.
yeah,
you
you'll
know-
be on the side lane the whole time.
So you can always get a good view. There's times where it skirts away anyway from the coastline, but at least when you're on the coastline, you'll get a good look.
And
Cool.
I would also suggest, as we were talking while you were away, yeah, by all means, if you can incorporate Oregon and some of Northern California as you do that, oh, you'll enjoy it. You will
Yeah.
very much enjoy it.
Well, you can go all the way to North Washington, then it's Highway 101, and it turns into Pacific Coast Highway 1. And
Correct.
you could go from border to border on that.
Now I got to ask though, how cold does it get up there? Because we live in Minnesota, so I've had enough of this cold. I'm trying to go somewhere warmer.
No, you'll be fine. I mean, when you're that close to the ocean,
Well, and it's deceiving because like in Oregon and you get to over the further west, like around Portland, it can be wet, cold, breezy at different times, but really not so bad once you get out of the coast. You know, it's kind of like the weather. It takes a little while to land inland before it gets too nasty, of course, and then it gets a little bit cool in spots. But I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, I lived in western Idaho for a long time, and you know, it's kind of like living in eastern Oregon, and the weather wasn't all that bad. No worries. No, you'll enjoy it. So we were talking about Dream Ride, and you said the Pacific Coast Highway. What about you, Fish? Where is that one dream ride? And I don't mean like the Himalayas. I mean, what else?
okay.
Okay,
I would like to go to the Arctic Ocean in Alaska on the Dalton Highway.
there you go.
That's
I-
that's a feasible ride that I could do.
Absolutely. Yep.
But before that, or on the way to that, I would love to hit going to the Sun Road. I really want to ride that road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried twice. Both times couldn't do it. But both times I went to Beartooth Pass, and that's literally my favorite road I've ever done.
Awesome. Good for you.
Followed by $1 Million Highway in your
Yeah.
neck of the woods.
Yeah, the $1 Million Highway here. There is something for everyone there. It's twisty, it's turny, it's uphill, it's downhill, but everywhere you look, there is something beautiful to see. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous ride. Absolutely beautiful. And if you like old school Western history, you know, mining towns and cowboys and Indians and all that kind of stuff, it's all there, and it's very cool. It is very, very cool. I would do that one. I would have to agree. One of the places I would like to go is I would like to ride in Alaska, and I would like to go back and visit the Arctic Ocean again. I've been there once. I would like to do it again. And I would just like to do another coast to coast ride. And I don't really care how or
Yeah.
what route or anything. I just would like to do another coast to coaster. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Keith, heads up. I think 2022 is when I'm thinking about riding the Dalton Highway. So that goes to you guys too, if you're interested.
Now, are
we're
we
gonna-
talking about the Arctic Circle that's on the globe or the Arctic Circle that's down at the plaza? You know, that serves ice cream.
Larry doesn't like cold, man.
It's summer, dude. And dude, okay, hang on. Just imagine this in your brain. Alaska, yeah, it might be in the 60s, 70s. It could be in the 50s, but it's 20, 22, 24 hours of daylight. It doesn't get the same kind of cold.
No, it doesn't. We were up there for an entire month, and we went the
Mm,
latter part of our. You live in Minnesota, you're
I
damn
mean,
there, dude.
you know what? I'm taking Larry. I'm taking Larry. Me and Larry. I'm taking.
Go to Alaska. Don't even start. You can be there in no time.
Listen, I'm taking Larry. We're gonna go to Twisted Sisters in Texas. So let's just go warm and let's go.
now we're talking.
Okay.
All right. Now,
Now we're talking.
and was there some combination of maybe the three of us finding a time or a place where we could gather in the middle of the country and drop in on, a place?
All right. So here it is. Can I spill it? Can I
Lay it
spill
down.
something?
I don't care. Do it.
God, you guys know I talk to them. I see this. You go away for 1 week, Curtis.
Yeah.
And I think I have like talking power now.
You do. Go for it. Knock
All right,
yourself.
listen, peeps. Here we go.
The less I have to do, the less likely I am to screw something up. So give it hell.
Okay, so this is what we're doing. So Larry, Curtis, and I'm tagging along, not doing much, but just hanging out.
Okay.
We're gonna meet at Bison Thunder.
Okay.
We're pretty sure this is happening in May, right?
Right. That's kind of what we're aiming. Yep.
So date is to be announced, but now you're gonna get to know. We're gonna meet at Bison Thunder. We're gonna have it well known so everybody knows, and we're gonna ride to Spirit Lake, Iowa.
Yep.
To the factory and the Indian dealership.
Nice.
If you can ride with us, great. If not, meet us there. And we will do a factory tour and we'll just hang out. The exact details, if we're going to spend the night or not, we don't know. If we're riding home that same day, it's not a long ride for Larry, I, and Curtis, but you just never know, Right.
And Spirit, but there's plenty of accommodations in Spirit Lake and around that area. It's a vacation area during the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Like Oji's right there and a variety of other things. So if you want to come up there, we want to talk about maybe hanging out for the day and kicking it, or maybe some guys want to stick around for the night. I'm sure that if we plan well enough ahead, and I think we're about there now.
Yeah, we're getting there.
That we could get you lined up and get you in place. Sure.
Yeah. Big Gabe, he's going to be going. Hopefully he goes. He should be able to. So my buddy Bob and so I got a few people that I've already said going. Larry's obviously going. He's a host.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Whit, she should join us. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what she's talking about, but she should join us.
She's gonna be all over the country, man. 48 states in 10 days. The girl is just out of control.
Yeah. Yeah. So far, she's got her stuff. I should almost just send her a link and pull her. You know what? Let me do that quick. I'm gonna send Whit a link real fast. All right.
While you're doing that, I want to ask Larry a couple things.
Yeah, we'll pull me out.
So Larry, I am working on you've had some experience building a couple of customs or show type bikes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What was some of the biggest things you ran into? Was it concepting? Was it finding the right parts? What made it harder for you? Because I'm kind of struggling with a couple of things.
So for me, I had a vision in my head already.
Yeah.
And my mom is an artist, so that comes real natural for me.
Yeah.
The hard part was taking that vision and actually creating it. So I had to find people who could actually make some custom parts for me. It's like a Rector set. You got to put together the right pieces that fit the bike and that work well.
Yep.
Luckily, it was a victory, and luckily, most of the people I worked with were kind of known in that industry. So, it actually, I think Ryan, he's down in Iowa. Or Ryland, I'm sorry, he's down in Iowa. A guy by the name of Scott in Florida, and I actually Lloyd did the cams for the bike. So all of that put together, it helped. But yeah, it's a challenge, but it's a great challenge, absolutely great challenge.
Well, I the canvas I'm working off of is a 19 Roadmaster Elite, and the years when the most recent Chieftain Elite came out, I got looking at that, and I'll say it, I was a little disappointed that there were some things that weren't there on that bike, like rear floorboards, for example. That was one that weirded me out, and a couple other little things. But long and short of it is they had worked from a Dark Horse platform, right? Well, as I got thinking about it, I had this kind of vision in the back of my head. What if they had taken that very extreme paint scheme that was the 19 Roadmaster, red and black with that gold and the gold inlay? What if they had taken a black theme through that? And I was like, oh man. And it kept going through my head. And so I sat down today and I've talked to my guys at Pikes Peak Indian Motorcycle, and we're going to turn it into the Elite Noir. It is going to be,
Woo-hoo.
we're going to do it. The idea is, and I hope I can pull this off, is to have just enough customized pieces that make it look really unique, but like maybe it had been built originally by Indian.
Oh, right on, man.
You know what I mean? Where taking existing parts and changing them into black, or doing just. I want it to look like maybe they would have done it, and I think we're on the right track. I think this is going to be pretty cool, but I'm still trying to put the pieces together in my head, and it's challenging. It's hard. I can't always see it the same way when I look at it in my head.
I understand. It's like what I saw. We were talking about this a month and a half ago about what bike from Indian can you really envision that kind of customization with. You know, the Chief is a great bike. I never even thought of the Roadmaster, but I've known you long enough, Curtis, where I have very little doubt in the fact that you'll be able to pull this off.
Well, I have good help. These guys, my son-in-law is the GM down there at Pikes Peak, but Tito has been into customization and performance his whole motorcycling career, and over a decade plus in working in parts and accessories. And so when I talk to him, I think I can almost see the catalog pages turning in his head. He knows where these things are. And so being able to talk to somebody who can say, yep, I know how to do that. Yes, I know where I can find that. Yeah, I think I understand where you're going with that, was a lot easier than trying to just build a damn parts list and stand there and order stuff. That was like, oh shit. I don't want to take down 58 part numbers.
So just so I can remember very clearly, is all the chrome going to be black, or you're going to leave some of the top chrome black? Chrome.
No, we're going to take that black lower tier, right, and bring all that black color up through the bike, along with some gold accents. Everything that is essentially the only things that should remain chrome. There'll be a few little tidbits, but I think I'm going to leave the speaker grills on the lids and in the deck chrome. Probably some chrome trim still on the dash, but everything else, the console, the caps, crash bars, front forks, everything. I
think that's going to look pretty tits.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Yeah. So and everybody likes tits. Right?
I got to say, Rick here, he said he's done 45 states in 20 years.
20 years, yeah. That 10-day shit. How does that happen?
Oh, gosh. I'm gonna highlight Whit saying that what she's doing is just crazy.
That's funny.
I started to kind of try to plan that. Yeah. And then this YouTube thing happened, and actually it's made it kind of difficult, because now it's like, well, if I have that much time, I need to go do something else. But
right.
But yeah, I'm pretty jealous of her that she's gonna attempt that. And I don't think it's attempting. I think she'll do it. She did a Saddle Sore 1000 on her. What is it? An 883?
883 Sportster. Yeah.
That's not the easiest thing.
Oh dear God, no.
Ooh.
And she waited like.
Yeah, I'll bet she was taller though when she started.
She started pretty late in the day. Like, I give her credit. That girl can ride. So
she can. So,
and then I'm pretty sure she's going to have a big old bagger to take. So she's not going to be doing it on that 883. So
no. And I think she's going to get some help from the right people, and she's going to be on a nice ride. Don't you worry. I think that's me. Look at that. Yeah, Curtis. What are we waiting to see? Oh, the bike. Okay.
Your bike. Yeah.
All right. Because
Jerry says that the nightlife is so much fun in the Spirit Lake Okeechobee area.
It is.
Right there.
It is.
You
guys want to hear a funny story that I probably shouldn't tell?
Do it.
I'm going to tell anyway.
Do it.
Twice.
Please
do
it. So one year, a buddy of mine and I, we were down there for
hang on, just so you know, before you start, we're disclaimering this.
Yes, please do.
Nobody's ever going to see this.
All right, I'm in. All right.
I kind of hope there's one person watching it so that they pee themselves again.
Okay.
But
again, that once is not enough. Do it again. Yeah, come on.
So I come off as a really nice guy, fun-loving guy, really friendly. So we're at Spirit Lake, a buddy of mine and I. We had a couple drinks at the bars. We're just kind of kicking it, and it was for the victory rally that they used to hold down there. And I had the custom bobber, a highball that I did.
Oh yeah.
And so that's sitting about a block away from the bar, block and a half. And we come out of the bar. It's like 2:00 in the morning. And our hotel is like 3 blocks away. So I'm like, yeah, I can make it, whatever. So I'm walking towards my bike. He's like 20 steps behind me. And I see this drunk guy looking at my bike.
Okay.
And then from the distance, I see him take one hand and he starts to put his hand up on the handlebars.
Wait, what? Oh,
Spider
right?
sense.
Oh,
Spider sense.
Whoa.
Right? And so I pull out my knife. And I'm like, hey, what the hell are you doing? Get the fuck away from my bike. I'm like yelling. It's like 2:00 in the morning. And this,
Attaboy.
I'm like a 5'11", 225, 230 black man running down the street. Man, the dude, he's I'm so sorry. And he peed himself. He's like, oh, I didn't know I shouldn't touch him. I'm like, don't ever touch anybody's damn bike, man, unless you ask. But yeah, so
and dropped his wallet.
yeah.
I was going to say, we just satisfied 3 stereotypes in one story. The angry biker. Here comes the scary black man, and oh my God, I scared the white guy so bad he peed himself.
He actually peed himself, and my buddy's like, dude, I've never seen a grown man pee himself. So yeah.
Great. And just so you know, he had corked that seal all night. You find
Oh yeah.
you're not supposed to pop the seal. Now he's gonna be in the bathroom every 20 minutes for the rest of the night now. Thanks a lot.
So on the heels of that story, hey, Spirit Lake, we're coming back, baby.
We're coming back. And I hope somebody pees themselves.
There's cash involved?
Oh man.
Yeah, here we are, Indian Rider Radio After Hours, killing stereotypes one at a time.
Hey, we're gonna let's take a quick break. You can start queuing that up. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about this little 6D thing you got going on.
Oh, my little 6D thing?
Yeah, you got a 6D thing going on.
Yeah, all right.
Like as in 6D helmets, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about that coming back next. Don't go away, you guys. Stick around. It's Indian Rider Radio After Hours Live. Riding Fish, Larry Marshall. I'm Curtis Sawyer, and you. Oh, I guess. Did the music stop? What happened there? Did the music just stop on me?
Yeah, you're supposed to. I set that up funny last week. My bad. Yeah. I forgot to pass that along.
This is what I get for not previewing anything. All right,
Yeah.
he's back. Welcome. Hello again.
So
you want to talk about a couple of those things?
I wanted to start with this though. Keith says, "I can promise you that no,
no, he ain't not. No.
But then I followed up with this. Now everybody knows. Oh man.
Okay. Well, if we find him on, if there's composite photos or something floating around up there, Larry, we're not.
I'll bail you out.
Maybe I'll have to make it a habit to tell a story every time I jump on, because I've been riding for a long time and had a lot of adventures.
How long have you been riding for, actually?
Oh man. If you ask me, I've been riding since I was 16. So 35 years. If you ask my mom, it was when I was 21.
Okay. So how many miles do you think you've ridden on, like asphalt legal, like that kind of?
I figured it out at one point. It was over 500,000.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
thought I was
figure that out.
I thought I was rocking. I was thinking the other day, I think I'm around like the 75,000 mark or somewhere in there.
Okay. And that's a couple of years, right?
I started in 2007, so it's been a while now. You would think I would have more, but that's what happens when you ride sport bikes and you think going up the 50-mile trip to Chipotle is a long one.
Oh, I traveled today on that thing.
Yeah, I'm like, whoo, boy. Tell you what, that 40 miles, I think it's just dumb because you do like 100, 110, 120 the whole way up. Then you're like, I think your adrenaline's exhausting, and then you're like, okay, my butt's sore, whatever. But
right,
my long rides used to only be, I'd ride 3 hours to one of the big outside cities and then stay the night and then come home the next day.
There you go.
So I just started putting on miles on my bike. So,
hey, you just mentioned something about riding a sport bike 110, 120 miles an hour. So I have a hypothetical question.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what the speed limiter is on the Chieftain? Because let's just say hypothetically, I haven't found it yet.
Oh, good. Boy. Yeah, see, you don't have to worry about that. I think that in theory, they tell me that it's what? It's like 129 and change or something where it's supposed to be.
Oh, okay, good. I got a little bit of room to go.
You got room yet, don't you? Yeah.
I was,
not much.
Ryan thinks 108.1. Well, that would be right around where you were, right?
I'm not saying, if I in Mexico, Mexico and Canada.
Okay, all right.
I'm thinking it's probably closer to 119. Let's just put it that way.
I would have to agree because I know that I can make my 111 get right up there pretty strong and fast, and so I might be pretty
in Mexico or Central America, right?
Yeah, on a close track with a professional viewer and guards and everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say here so everybody supports us, and I need some thumbs up for this. Me and Larry are trying to get together to go run with all the Harley boys that Traveling Tall runs with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
No, he runs. He's got some guys who can ride now.
Oh yeah, they all got like 131s. They got the good stuff. Yeah. But Bob says, our Challenger guys, ours were 114. That is damn right they were. They're not anymore.
Speaking of maximum speeds, you're a truck driver during the day, right? What is the max speed of the rig you drive, Fish?
65 miles an hour.
No, what's the max speed of the vehicle you drive, Fish?
Of the semi-truck.
The semi-truck that is supposed to be legally operated on all highways does have a top speed. Are you familiar what that number might be?
It literally shuts down at 65 miles an hour.
No kidding. Really?
Yeah. Like I cannot go faster than 65. Going down the hill into Rapid City on Interstate 90, I got up to about 88 or 89 miles an hour. And first of all, it could have been a mill. I was light speed traveling. I was white knuckling it as fast as I ever gone on it. That was pretty scary. And I know guys go much faster than semis, but it's just for so many years, I've only gone like 65 miles an hour,
Sure. You don't think about it. Well, granted, the RV was completely empty. All right. Aside from myself and my bag. All right. So at first, it's like carrying this monster box around, right? But it maxed out. I can go anywhere I want to go in the country. 76 miles an hour. 76 tops. Yeah. And
That
by
has
the
to
way,
be.
at 76, it's frightening.
I think you need Ryan to crack your ECU.
There you go. Ryan, if you know anything about the 7.3 Ford V8, let me know. We might have to do some souping up on this bad boy. Anyway, so we wanted to talk about the 6D thing.
Oh, yeah, about that. Here, I'm going to pull up their little thing.
All right.
So you wear a 6D. I can see it in the background there.
I do. And okay, let me back up a little bit because there's been an issue that came up around the podcast that I want to clarify. All right. I'm told now that as in these mediums today, where in the past where I came up in radio or television, sponsors were sponsors. Okay. They were people that used your airwave to send out their message. In the modern era, it's perceived a little differently because I have these folks on the show and we talk, and some of them I know personally now, and some have provided product and some have not. And so the line had gotten blurred between endorsement and sponsorship. And someone called me out on it. So I had to clarify that. All right.
Now you start the show with it now.
Yeah. So
Okay.
now you know that my show is sponsored by Lloyd's Garage and Indian Motorcycle Charlotte, a little piece that runs with that. But
Which we also endorse.
well, yeah, but you can endorse it. I've never used their product yet. I know that their product does well. They have lots of satisfied customers, right? But I've never owned a Lloyd's product. Okay.
I endorse.
If I had theme music right now, I'd play it.
Oh, man. I am super happy with all the stuff. I have the secret sauce in both my bikes now.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
That's how much I am enjoying it. Anyway, go back on your little rant, and my apologies.
Like this, right? Yeah, my little rant goes like this: is that there's a difference, at least as I perceived it, that I now understand is different with the modern way that we do podcasts and video vlogging and blogs and all that kind of stuff. Is that people were getting confused as to whether or not I was endorsing a product or was they a sponsor of my show. I endorse. Yeah. Well, 60 is one that I endorse. Now, they have not given me a dime. Okay. They have given me a helmet, and they have now also offered me to do a little work for them. It's kind of along the same lines as their street ambassadors, only different in that I will have with me as I travel a cutaway of what the 60 helmet technology looks like, so you can actually see it and you can understand how the helmet can be wired up for, like we did with cameras and sound and all that. I will have brochures and information about them. They did give me one now for my wife to wear. Okay. So, but I don't want you guys to misunderstand. I wear it because I actually truly believe that the helmet is superior to other ones in its class and for its price point. So that's why I wear it. And, that's kind of what I talk to them about is that, look, whether you become a sponsor or not, I'm going to wear your stuff and I'm going to talk about it. So, whatever. But I wanted to clarify that is a product I endorse, and that's why they will be one of our sponsors this year. They are coming out on the road with us. They've helped us out with the t-shirts and a variety of other things, but I'm really excited about being able to show off and display those helmets, the ones that are becoming hugely popular with professional racers. And the reason I bring this picture up is for two reasons. First, obviously, that is Tyler O'Hara and the King of the Baggers Challenger, and he wears a 60 helmet. So I'm going to talk about that and plug that. But I'm also going to mention today and I was going to bring this up earlier, Fish, and I didn't do it for some reason, but I wanted to share a little something with you. 2021, according to SNS Cycle, they are doing some really cool stuff for the King of the Baggers and for the Bagger Racing League. Okay. They are now doing some new programs, new teams, and new tracks that they're going to be racing on. And there's going to be a big contingency program is the next on the list from SNS Cycle. And they are now making that happen for these riders. So proven performance being the mantra, there is no greater proof than they're standing on the top of the box. And SNS is excited now to announce they're supporting the King of the Baggers and Bagger Racing League events with payouts to third place and a massive $30,000 up for grabs in 2021 for riders. Contingency cash applies to both Indian and the Harley touring models. And they're going to be building, ready for this, custom race exhaust for both. So there's a ton of information and details that are coming from SNS about that. And I think it's going to be an amazing program. And I think it's really going to help push this new bagger racing event forward. And I'm excited to see this.
I'm excited for King of the Baggers. Larry, do you know the closest one to us?
I don't.
I actually don't know either.
Yeah, I think there was 7 dates on the schedule across the season.
I would love to hit one of those things.
Well,
I will tell you guys, I know Harley is taking it very seriously because they sent me something. I'm going to post it probably tonight or tomorrow.
They just sent it to you today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're real serious about this. It's going to be a fun season.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm going to just say though, Harley was real serious about it with that Vance and Hines bike too.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't act like now they're trying. They were trying.
Yeah, but let me tell you how serious they are. They have gone to Moto America racer Kyle Wyman, who is also a 60 street ambassador. But Kyle Wyman is going to be on riding one of those things for Harley. He's riding a Harley Davidson. I don't know if he's riding a factory backed one of any kind, but he is riding a Harley Davidson in the King of the Baggers. This guy, Kyle, he is one hell of a racer. He is equally as good, or in many cases considered to be better in his age than Tyler O'Hara is. But I mean, Taylor's an amazing racer.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a huge draw on racers, and I don't know any of them. I've never been a guy that followed, I'll watch it, but I never follow. But now I'm starting to follow racers. What says that she's looking for a new helmet this season? She's going to have to check it out.
All right. Well, let me compare it then to the shoe breath while I have her here. It's a great helmet. Theirs is amazing. Don't misunderstand me. But if you want to drop around, $600 to $700, and you don't want to go quite as expensive as some of those can be, I think dollar for dollar, you're getting, carbon fiber technology. You're getting an omnidirectional suspension system inside the helmet that is like none other anywhere else. And it's light and it's comfortable. And I think it's, universally a good looking helmet. So I'm going to have it. I'll probably have a couple of those. There will be one that we're going to do an enter to win giveaway with throughout the summer. But Whit, by the way, you can save 10% when you use our promo code.
What is it?
IRR 2021. And it's a 10% discount with 60 helmets.
There you go.
If you're not familiar with 60, they are from Brea, California. So they are an American company.
So hang on. Did you just go over? Did you just say you're going to be giving one away?
Yeah. Yeah. They've given me
you glossed through that so fast. I don't think anybody caught on.
Yeah. Well, no, we're going to give one away this summer. So we'll do.
Do I get to sign up for this one?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll let you sign up for this one.
Is it a new one though?
You just can't reach in the box to draw the winner. That's I've seen your trick. What's that, Larry?
Is it a new one? It's not someone that somebody's been wearing and smells inside?
It better not be gamey. If it's,
Okay,
if it's funky, I'm not going to deal with it.
Listen,
just want to clarify.
I'll take what I can get.
Well,
Ed here helped us out with his list.
April 30th, May 2nd, Michelin Roadway, Road Atlanta. Okay. June 11th, Road America. I think that's the one we're trying to get to, is the one at Elkhart Lake, Road America track.
In June?
June, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know I can't make it to that one. July, I can't make it to that one.
Yep.
August.
Yep.
Pennsylvania. Well, I could go to, maybe I could do, we're coming off Sturgis. That's going to be pretty tough.
Right.
I bet I can do that Pennsylvania in September.
PA in September. Oh, Barber Motorsports Park. And that's in, where is it? It's going to be at the Pittsburgh International Race Complex. Okay. All right. Well, maybe we drew that one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, all right, thanks a lot, Ed. I said thank you in the thing,
thank
but
you very much, Ed.
Appreciate that. That was good work. She asked if they're quiet. You've been raving about how quiet.
I was surprised. Okay. I the two brands that I wore prior most of the time were Icon and Bell. And they are great products, both of them. I'm not taking anything away from either of them. But this helmet is lighter, more comfortable right out of the box. I mean, as soon as I put it on, it's about the same weight. I think it's 3.3. Yeah, it depends. Now, if the Schuberth is a modular, it's going to be a little bit heavier. The modulars are a little bit heavier, but this one it's a solid shell, carbon fiber. Fish, you tell them it's an amazing bike. It's an amazing helmet. I can grab it right there. It's right on the desk.
Well, they said I could be an ambassador to them, and they gave me a small discount. I might as well use Indian Rider radios. And I told him, I really love your helmet, but listen, I got some YouTube stuff I got to do that comes first. Me and Larry got something to do before I buy a new helmet.
So what I like about this is, again, it's the ATS-1R is a new shell shape. There are two, and you'll see them online. There's, in part, some of them are discounted, but they are the original shell shape, and it's a little narrower shell. But they're listed as an intermediate oval, and I believe that they are. But what really is cool about them is they fit and they're comfortable right from the jump. And yeah, they're super quiet inside. And this is, this is what I like too, is there's a million little places where this sits. It's locks properly. And you can attest too that we put everything in it. We put the camera and the audio and all that stuff in it. And, a few minutes after the all comes apart, it's easy to clean. It's an awesome helmet.
Yeah.
But when these guys are, wearing these on the racetrack, that's why I know that it's good product. So
Ryan says the September is Alabama. So maybe I said that wrong.
Okay.
But either way, he's going to be in Atlanta.
Okay.
So anybody that's interested, maybe you can run into him.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, are you going to be flashing ECUs while you're at the race? I think Whit said that she'd be game for Wisconsin. That's the June one. I already know I can't do the June one, unfortunately. Yeah. So
speaking of, there's another event going on, guys. Did you hear about this one, Larry? The Black Hills Bike Week Rendezvous?
No.
What?
Huh? Wow. What?
Wait, what? Okay, late June, June 23rd through the 27th. Terry Kinnett, who had been the guy who organized and put together the Durango Rendezvous, this past year he moved to South Dakota. And of course, people started asking him right away if he thought he was going to do another event. And he thought, well, first we'll see if Durango is going to survive. And Colorado is opening back up, but it was too late for them to plan an event around, and they didn't have rooms and whatnot. Well, that hasn't been the case in South Dakota, as we all know. And Terry, of course, connected with a few folks up there, the IMRG chapter, the local dealership, Lloyd's Garage, the Buffalo Chip, and a variety of places, all of which you said, yeah, maybe that's the right time to do something. So the Black Hills Bike Week Rendezvous is going on June 23rd through the 27th, and it's on Facebook if you want more information about it. And Terry Kinnett can hook you up with anything you want to know about it. So if you reach out to him and I can help you do that, you can publish away. But
right on.
That's what I'm going to go to for sure.
Because it replaced the, which one was it? Did he replace that with?
Well, Durango is the one.
Durango, that's right.
Yeah. And Durango had become a Indian rendezvous type thing. In fact, Indian Motorcycle was behind it and helping out too with it. And it was really starting to gain momentum and probably would have been on the map a long time had COVID not come around.
Yeah.
It just kind of shot everything in the leg, and that took care of that. But that's going to be a lot of fun too. And here locally in Colorado, I think about that same time, I'll have to look for the dates for you again. But Freedom Fest is going on. That's a big outdoor rock concert that's awesome. And that's a really good show. There's a Tennessee motorcycle. Is Keith Ray still in the comments? Keith and Renee?
He was just recently.
Yeah, motorcycle music and something else going on in Tennessee. Keith, if you're with us, Keith, hook me up with some more details on that, or what it's actually called and what the date might be.
So what was the dates again for the rendezvous?
June 23rd through the 27th. You gonna miss that one too?
I don't think I could do it.
Okay, Larry,
I have a little nephew that is scheduled. It's a scheduled thing to be born on the 25th. Am I allowed to peace out, see you when I get back? I don't think I can.
I don't think so. Well, now, Larry, are you a grandfather by chance?
I just became one about 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I am about to be. Yeah.
Oh, right
October of this year, I'm going to be a granddad. Yeah. Now that's two things. One, I've wanted to be a grandfather for a long time. Two, it just confirms that I'm old. But right. But my daughter is due in October. So yeah, I've got to work around that because she's also now my kind of project director here. She's kind of the program manager, right? So she's coming on the road for part of the summer, probably long enough to get tired of me, right? Long enough to help me, figure out how to do this on my own. And then, of course, she's got to, do all the prenatal stuff. And so she's going to be back and forth. But So I'm planning around those things as well, and also a family wedding of another sort. So yeah, it's a good thing I'm mobile this year, or people would not get visited.
Right.
I'm gonna have to get that baby a riding fish onesie.
Oh, you better believe it.
That's right. Uncle Fish.
Probably be a V twin blog one too.
Yeah.
Actually, I got my nephew one when he was born. So
I got my niece one too.
Okay, so they have not done the gender reveal, but I've now seen ultrasounds. We went to one of these places. I know this is not motorcycle talk, sorry, but we went to one of these places that I never would have imagined. But it's got to be like a license to print money. You go in there in this soft, beautiful place, and it's not a doctor's office. No, it's an ultrasound office. Go sit on a couch on a big screen. There is your daughter's womb with a little person in it.
Well, that just got weird.
Yeah, it did. See, it went off the rails. I said it that way on purpose.
Dude,
Did you threaten to stab anybody though?
This thing.
Yeah, but did anybody pee their pants? That could happen.
Jesus.
I'm just saying. You got grandpas, you got moms, you got like all kinds of things going on. Somebody could pee their pants.
Yeah, no, there was tissues used, but not for that. Not for that.
Well, RC gives you a thumbs up for Granddad Power.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's going to be a ton of fun. And while I have just one more minute before I get all carried away here, there it is. Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival, Loretta Lynn's Ranch near Nashville, racing lots of live music. Oh,
when is it? Did he say? When did we say when this is?
He didn't mention dates. But while I have the chance and before everybody runs off, I want to thank everybody who has committed to helping us out this summer on the road. And is that me echoing in your ear? Okay. But I want to thank everybody from, Rush Racing Products, Lloyd's Garage, Indian Motorcycle Charlotte, Pikes Peak Indian Motorcycle, Clockworks, 60 Helmets, Custom Dynamics, Brave Wolf Customs, TLC Thunder and Lightning Customs. All these guys have reached out and started, to help us get started. We're doing a t-shirt. We're doing some other stuff on the road. Keith, I think, just sent it to me. Here it comes. Oh, yeah, he just sent me a link to it. So, yeah, maybe we can get in there. So,
May 20th to the 23rd.
Yeah,
we potentially could be busy.
Very. Yeah, that could happen.
Actually, that could be right around our little factory ride, actually.
True. Yeah.
May 20th to the 23rd. Actually, it would not be that weekend.
Okay.
There's only 2 weekends that are not good. Anyway, whatever. This is okay, guys. You got some behind the scenes shit that we have been doing privately between the three of us. Larry's like, I'm good except for this 15th, and I'm like, I'm good. The 22nd. But there's ways that we can do it. It doesn't have to be on a Saturday. We could do it on a.
Sure.
We've talked about doing it on a Friday. I could easily do it on a Friday. So
okay.
And Curtis. The RV rolls all 7 days a week.
Hey, bro, I'm basically nomadic.
Oh, man.
I'm basically nomadic. All right, so this is not the way this was supposed to work either. Well, yeah, we get houses built in no time. Sure, you can with it, but they take a lot longer now because supply lines take forever. So it's like, all right, well, now what are we going to do? We don't have a house. So we get one rolling now. The new running joke for Larry now. Well, nobody peed their pants.
No, somebody's gonna pee their pants.
Somebody's gonna pee their pants.
That should
or
be
somebody's getting stabbed. One of the two.
Yep. And Keith and Renee Ray, they're going in. Oh, by the way, they've got a new things too. They raise the road. We're there in the RV and on the bike. Okay, good. Excellent. Well, we'd love to look into that more because I May 11th, I have to be back on this neck of the weeds. And then mid-May, I'm going back to see you guys. And then I'm trickling south again. And who knows where we're going to wind up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to come to Minnesota long enough to enjoy spring. And then I'm going to get out of there.
That's our only. I think there's only going to be one nice day, and it's sometime in May. We just don't know when. So
okay,
you have to be ready.
Your annual nice day is coming in May,
and it's some random day. You never know. All the other days, snow. So this day, I know everybody hates talking about weather, but as you get old, start talking about weather. I don't know. 3 years ago, this day we had like 10 inches of snow on the ground.
Wow.
Yeah, That's why when you asked me about the flood run earlier, I'm like, well, I'll figure it out because it snowed a couple different times during the flood run.
It has, yeah, you're right.
Well,
You're right.
Yeah, in Western Idaho, the Boise area, they always ran a thing called the Frosty Buns ride, Chili Chaps ride, those kinds of things. Okay. And trust me, there was more than enough times when I was like, really? Because it's just a skosh above freezing. Do you think we should go do this today?
Yeah. There's been many times where, because it's like, so I've done the flood run. I have two hands, but you don't see them. A few times, but I've never actually done it. Right. So there's a starting point, kickstands up. I never done that. I've always, whereas for me to get there, it's an hour and change to get there. And it's cold. It's always so cold in the mornings. So what I do is I kind of just meander wherever I go down the river. I usually go down to La Crosse, have lunch, meet with some people, and then I ride back. And I have a great time, but I've never actually done it. Well, this year my goal is to actually do it. So
excellent. That sounds like fun. Frost Your Nuts ride, Minnesota. Well,
that's right.
They do the same thing to Pop-Tarts. Don't feel bad. All right. Down to Florida, we can ride and fish. Now you're thinking out loud. Riding and fishing?
Wait, am I invited to that? Or am I
don't know. That sounds
sure.
Like you could wind up in trouble there.
Yeah.
Something could go haywire there. I don't know. I'm going to do that. So let's talk about some of the other things that I got cooking here. Okay, so we do plan to go to a King of the Baggers event. I don't know which one. We want to go to at least one American Flat Track event. And I'm waiting now for both Moto America and AMA and American Flat Track to get our press credentials back. And I can't guarantee that they'll give them to me because a lot of requests this year. I mean, Moto America got swamped with press requests this year that they wouldn't have gotten in the past now because of King of the Baggers and some of this other stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to be granted those, but I do know that we're going to try our best to at least get to the events and see some of the things and be a part of on that level. We want to do some dealer visits, obviously. American Biker in Charleston is going to be a ton of fun for that. I'm excited to see what that's all about. Obviously, Indian Motorcycle Charlotte. But I guess I don't know, where else we want to stop. I know of other places that have invited us. I just haven't made a plan yet.
Okay. I listened to your show.
Yeah,
and you had Tim and Amanda on from Lloyd's Garage.
I did.
And you guys teased a little thing. Can you tease that here or no? Or make people listen to that?
I can tease it here. If Amanda can just jump right in while we're talking about it.
Her exact words were, everybody likes a little tease. Right? Something
that's far from the truth now that she's that way.
I'm pretty sure those aren't my words.
No.
Anyway.
Okay, so here's what we want to do. Obviously, Lloyd's Garage, Indian Motorcycle Charlotte have been awesome again to the show, and we like to highlight a lot of the stuff they're doing because they're newsmakers and because they've been supportive for us, in addition to taking care of my friend Fish here. So he's become something of a star, perhaps, in their eyes. He's wearing their gear. He's modeling for them. So what else? So what we decided we would do is with their brand new garage coming to Sturgis and all of the events and all the things going on around it, we want someone to win a VIP experience with us. Yeah, with us. Yeah, no shit, right? Okay, I said us. It's going to be me, Fish, Tim, and Lloyd. And you get pretty much the whole day.
Wait, I won something finally?
No, you're the prize this time.
No.
Oh,
Can't be true.
Yeah, you're the prize.
I think I just won. I won. You never even let me enter.
Here
and I finally won. How are the kids dabbing these days?
No, I paid good. It's a recorded piece that I use sparingly. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, we're going to have our live stage there, and we're going to do some stuff with Lloyd's Garage while that's all going on in Sturgis. And hopefully, with the layout the way it is, I will be close by to their location. But whoever wins this VIP experience, and there'll be a specific way to enter, you'll get featured on Indian Rider Radio. You'll probably get featured in a Fish video. Heck, we might even send information to Larry, and he can write about you. But in the meantime, Tim and Lloyd and the two of us are your prize. You're going to get behind-the-scenes tours. You're going to get a VIP dinner.
And a dinner.
And Tim says that we probably need to sign waivers because we're going to take you out rambling around someplace out in the Buffalo Chip.
At the Chip.
Yeah.
I just heard about it when I listened to your show, but other than that, I was like, I'm a winner.
Yeah.
So you're giving away a 6D helmet.
Yep.
You're giving away a VIP dinner with the Lloyd's Garage peeps.
Yeah, they are actually doing the giveaway. We just happen to be.
They are.
We are being used as bait.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm okay.
You know, that's always a weird one, right?
Right.
Who goes up for bait? But anyway,
Briny Fisher's bait.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Couple giveaways you guys got going on between the two of you.
Yeah, and if you are a fan of Rush Racing products, or you want to know more about Rush Racing products, be sure to see us when we're on the road, when we stop around, because I'm going to be hooking you up. I can sell directly to you on location. And if I can't, I'm going to walk you inside and you're going to get hooked up with the guys at the counter or whatever dealership I'm at. But if you want to know more about Rush Racing products, they are going to be a very exclusive sponsor for us going forward. We're going to talk more about that as time goes on. But they will have some product for us to enter and win as well on display with me, and some signage and some great stuff that they're doing throughout the summer for us as well. So if you haven't, rushracingproducts.com, check them out.
Yeah. So they asked Larry what he rides 2009 Chieftain, and its name is Ruby, right?
Ruby.
Yeah. Was it last year? I think it was last year you had like a Where's Ruby thing. That was pretty cool. Oh.
Did I mute? He's going. It's good.
Maybe. He's not muted.
Solo, backbone. Hello. There we go. How's that? Better?
Nope. So he did this thing on his vlog where it was pretty cool. I participated quite a bit in it, where he would take a picture of his bike, but then he would blur out everything else around it. And it was all Minneapolis, Twin Cities.
Yeah.
And people needed to guess where he was. And then I think he gave away something, or I never guessed, because I literally looked around. I'm like, shit, I must not know Minnesota. Deal with that. And he was like at Landmarks. I'm like, dude, I have no idea. I do know I know that bike though, because I've literally been riding by Bison.
Yeah.
And I'll look and I'm like, oh, damn, that's Larry Marshall's bike right there. So I do know people's motorcycles, but man, apparently I have no idea about Landmarks in my region.
What can you do? Well, Larry's going to glitch out. We're coming up on that 90-minute mark. What are you thinking, my friend?
Yeah, I'm thinking that it was a great show.
Yeah.
They're asking a little bit about how many people go to that flood run, and Jerry says, like 25,000, 35,000. It has been known to be that many. And wow. You know what? I bet you coming off, if it's any nice weather at all, it's probably going to be super high just like that. So,
well, you guys take full advantage of those very few days. You watch especially in the spring in Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, you paid close attention.
Yeah.
Oh, Larry's trying to come back. There he is. Oh, hey. Hello, Larry. Push the button, bring it back home.
All right, I got it. Oh, maybe. There we go.
All right.
See?
Now, can you guys hear me?
Now we can.
Battery on my mic died.
Yeah. Busted out the good stuff. So, yeah, I it's been a fun time. I mean, this year for us is going to be huge. I mean, I didn't expect to be able to do this now. I'm glad I can. And I'm very glad that there's been some sponsors that have helped us to do a few things, because, it's not inexpensive to do. And I want to come out and meet a lot of people, and I want to see folks. And one of the advantages I think we're going to have is that, the people that we talk about on the show, the people that we've met through the show, if you want to know more about a lot of them, we can start by asking us when we stop by and say hi, and, we get you turned on and connected like they did with us. And I think we've talked about it from the beginning, Fish. And I think it's one of the things that, Larry and I agreed on. And so many of the people that have been part of, what we've been doing here is, it's easy to get caught up in, I have to create content. But what I really want to do is I want to meet more people. I want to expand the community. I want to talk to more folks and find out more about what they want to hear, because I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants most of the time when it comes to, who do we have on the show and what are we talking about? I assume it's going to be things that people want to hear and talk about and learn about. But maybe there's some.
Well, when you first started your show, your whole idea, you can correct me if I'm wrong, was to really showcase where things were going to be,
Yeah.
what was happening.
Yeah.
And then you just had to make a left turn. Obviously
Hard
we all
left.
know why, but
Yeah.
hard left. So you've done a great job. I don't know. I think maybe even I like the direction of your show. It's much different than what you thought initially it would be.
Yeah.
But I think I really enjoy it. I think this week's show has probably been one of my favorite shows out of the last. I can't remember for sure. I don't want to say for 3 or 4 or whatever, but it's up. It's it's not going down. It's a good show this week. So
well, we've had the
You're welcome.
Yeah. Wait, what?
As I'm yelling at the radio when you're over here, like, don't ride if you're not okay. We all have agreed that you're right from the neck up. But I was thinking, I ride when I need to clear my head. Dang it, Larry! Don't tell me I can't ride right now.
It's the same man that told you to throw your underwear out. Don't worry about it.
No, burn them.
Dude,
burn them.
That could be smelly.
There's that.
Yeah, especially if you peed yourself.
Wow.
Yeah, the support has been pretty crazy. I've had a few, like my sister helped out today or whatever.
Yeah.
I've had some people go, hey, how do I support the Riding Fish channel?
Okay.
And you and I have talked that I'm thinking about trying to do something and I can't really figure out a good way of doing it. So I did put like a virtual wallet. So I was like, yeah, you want to throw in gas or whatever you want, a hotel room?
There you go.
It's Riding Fish on PayPal. It's that easy.
Yeah, trust me, I'm going to have the virtual tip jar out everywhere because we really need to. And I'm not trying to. You could attest to this, Fish. I don't need to make a living doing this, but it does need to pay its own way if I'm going to be able to do it successfully and do it to the degree I want to. Truth is, I'm one of these guys. If I'm going to do this, it ain't going to be half-assed. It's going to be all in or not at all.
Right.
And as luck or providence would have it, all of a sudden I got 3 months to go jam around the countryside and go meet y'all. So I'm going to go do that.
Yeah.
I can't argue with success. And we're going to get to go to some great places, meet some amazing people. And, that's the biggest part too, is the hard left the show was supposed to be, when I first concepted it, people, places, and things. What are we there to see? Where are we riding? And who are the people organizing it? That was kind of what I thought I would do. The show literally debuted on March 4th, March 7th. We're in full lockdown.
No.
Oh, now what? Yeah.
Nope.
Everybody I had reached out to, we're canceled. Don't want to say because we don't know if we're canceled.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So it took, I don't know, a couple of weeks of really soul searching if I wanted to keep going with it. And then a couple of interview opportunities happened that I hadn't really planned on.
You're welcome. No.
Yeah, you're
That's
welcome.
my time.
You're welcome. Yeah, he doesn't miss a beat. Anyway, so long story short is when that started to kind of shift a little bit, then it was the interesting point is that people started reaching out to me and saying, hey, I'd like to do your show, or I'd like to know more about what you do. And then it kind of grew and took off from there. But yeah, it was a couple of weeks of really heavy duty soul searching because everything I had planned on doing wasn't happening. It was not going to be there. So yeah, and then to add things like After Hours here and my albeit useless YouTube channel for the time being, which by the way, that's going to change dramatically. There'll be a lot more YouTube content coming. And my style is vastly different than what you see from most guys. So it just should be fun. I hope so.
My style is not very good. Well, your style could be good. Mine's is not very good.
Okay. Yeah, Larry, do you watch local television news in your marketplace in Minnesota?
I do. I haven't seen Fish on the crime report yet. So yeah.
Okay, he will be eventually. Just
there was a guy on 52 that got pulled over for doing like 135 or something. Did you see that?
They couldn't catch me. I mean, I'm sorry. No, wait, I didn't see that.
It was just a red blur, sir.
I don't believe it. No, I can only see that happen. Yeah, so it's fun now. This is the fun part. Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to do these rides and meet up with you guys. And like Larry and I, well, we met last year, Larry, last winter. And then last summer, we were both pretty busy.
Yeah.
But we talked here and there, ran into each other a couple of times, but we kept saying over and over, let's work together. Well, then this winter hit, and it didn't take long for us to go, oh yeah, we're going to do this. And it wasn't a hard decision. We figured it out real fast of what we wanted to do. And then all of a sudden, this guy has his RV, and well, shit, he's coming to Minnesota. So
yeah. Well, I have to. I gotta go back and wave at the mothership there at Polaris. And,
that's what we should do, is park that bad boy right in their driveway. Just
yeah,
like,
roll up in the diner and sit down. Have lunch in their parking lot.
are they going to call the cops on all the Indian guys? I'm just saying, like,
It's going to look bad, right?
That's bad.
The optics. We can't
That'd be on the news right there.
They got to catch me.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting stabbed or somebody's peeing themselves.
That's right.
Let's just keep it real.
All right. And Larry's agenda for the rest of the afternoon.
About to be a party.
But I was going to point out that
and burn underwear. Sorry.
Now that I know you like knives, Larry, you have to. Now we know about burning underwear. Now that we know that you like knives, I got to show you, and I'm going to just share it to everybody. I don't have it here. I would do one of these, like, look at the camera things, but yeah. I just got a custom made Indian motorcycle Bowie knife.
Oh,
ooh, that's cool.
It is really cool. So I actually shot a little video on it. The guy's a local Minnesota guy that did it for me. Really, really, really cool. So anyway, teaser, watch that. Have no idea when it's coming out.
Well, the reason I ask about television news is that's where I learned to do video, Larry. Okay. Walking up to the ribbon cutting, the shooting, the stabbing, the car accident, you name it, and talk to Joe Blow over here, who will always say the same things. Oh, they were very quiet people. I never knew anything about them. Well, I saw the whole damn thing. You want me to tell you about the details of this here accident? Because I can tell you everything. And that guy, he came out of nowhere too. Set the tripod out. He'd almost run. You want to talk to the news? So it'll be. It's really more of a reporter style story, and that's how I'm going to do them this summer. So I'm excited about doing that. It's been a long time.
Well, I know you should keep it professional until you have us two yahoos on whatever. Yeah, us two yahoos.
My nose.
Yeah. Very rarely do I say naughty words until I'm here for some reason.
Well, I'll just say this too. Imagine me now in Sturgis.
Yep.
It's just buckle up, boys.
So you're going though, right, Larry? You're going this year?
I'm going. I'm booked and ready to go. I'll tell you right now, there's a pretty good chance that there will be 400 to 500 stories to tell.
Nice. Yeah.
And at least 2 of them will start with, did you see what Larry did?
The other 5 are going to be like, when I was hanging out with Larry.
Yeah.
So it was me, Fish, and Larry. It went to hell from there.
Every good story starts with a Fish and Larry. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe a teaser for the next time I'm on. You guys got to remind me to tell you the story about getting licked in Montana.
Getting licked.
Okay, yeah, do write that.
Hang on, I better finish this with sentence, or I'm going to be like, well, maybe up to the time about getting licked. Wait, which time?
Don't leave your wife notes like that. What are you doing? Stand the hell's going on here?
Oh man! So you're going to be in. That's news, though, Larry. I don't think any of us for sure knew, because last year you skipped it.
Yep, I'll be in Sturgis.
Good.
Okay.
The reservations already made. I'll actually be staying. It's a little place called the Iron Horse Campground, so I'll be about 5 to 10 minutes away from you guys.
Yeah, you're
at the Buffalo Chip.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Are you going to do the Clockworks party thing? I know you often go to that too.
The wife and I we're discussing it. We're not sure.
Okay.
Just because it would be an extra day off that I have to take from work. So
sure. Yeah.
And I already take like 10 days for Sturgis.
So you're gonna go the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, I thought somebody was putting a pencil in your ear. Yeah, I'll be there the whole time.
Dude, you guys, when I say I'm taking notes, I'm really taking notes about shit to say. I'm supposed to be no way. What am I supposed to do here? I don't know.
Producer, co-host and producer.
Yeah, I don't know what I do. I just pretend like I'm doing something, and I just jot.
You can't do that because that's how I show up here. utterly unprepared. So someone has to do the work. I don't.
You guys, I'm literally watching our viewers just drop off.
Yeah,
Apparently they don't
like a goddamn runaway
fucking
train.
beats.
Where y'all going?
Oh,
Can't keep up
I,
with
mean,
us.
I could tell the licking story. Get a bet. No.
Another one. We literally they're dropping. Oh, 90 minutes later. You know what? Screw it.
We're gonna put a wrapper on this thing, guys. 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. And Fish, thanks so much. Larry, a pleasure having you back, man. And thank you so much for your contribution to Indian Rider Radio. Every week, Larry has some great updates and some information, his how-tos, his lists, and things that you need to think about when you're riding. It's always there on the show. Larry, I'll see you in Sturgis for sure. We will create a story or two, even if we have to start our own rumor mill. We're doing it. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So, Larry, thanks for hanging out.
I do have to put one more plug in.
Yep.
My wife is also coming with. There's some stories about her that yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait to meet your wife.
Is your wife trouble? Is your
she makes me look like the good one. Yeah. So
I love them kind of.
yeah.
All right. Now, I know
You know, I'm a little bit. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's a story for instance.
All right. And we have now pushed the limits of good taste further. All right, Larry, have a great night. Thanks for coming back.
You guys too. Take it easy, everybody.
Larry. Right, see you. Bye. All right, Fish, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a pleasure. And I want to, again, run down this whole list of people that help us. StreamYard, obviously, with our streaming system here, they take good care of us. And we're going to be upgrading our system for the rest of the summer. Did you know that?
No, I think we discussed it. Didn't know it was a for sure thing.
Well, I'm not 100% sold, but I'm almost there. So we could be updated. All right.
All right.
Riding Fish, my buddy here. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, he's on YouTube. He is the Challenger guy. He is now connected well in a variety of ways, but he can also tell you just how great stuff like the CRTV1 tune is and a little secret sauce on his FDR. So you might as well want to talk to you. And you got a new video out as well.
Yeah, dropped it today, actually. So I have been hearing really good things about this Toast Performance exhaust for the FTR.
Right.
And they kept telling me, oh, it's really good. And by they, few different people, including Ryan from Lloyd's Garage. And so then Ryan from Toys, there's two Ryans, but he was our guest last week when you're gone. Mm-hmm. From Toast, he reached out to me and he said, hey, you're going to be in Sturgis. I want you to go meet our owner, Dan, and talk to him. By the way, we have an FTR there with our exhaust on it, and as well as the Lloyd's Garage tune, which I hadn't got the actual opportunity to test out yet. So I took him up on their offer, and I went down there and I hung out with Dan. I did a video on that last week, kind of introducing the world to Dan and how to say toast, not Toshe.
Yeah, well.
Tassi.
Yeah.
Toast Performance. Anyway, and so I made two videos out of it. One meeting him. I got to sit on a 1917 Indian with the Power Plus motor, which was really cool.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. And it's always cool when you get to meet the owner of a business and to figure out what they're really about.
Yeah.
You know, is it
yeah.
Say what?
Well, it really is, because that kind of sets the benchmark for who and what they are as far as how they do business. You know,
yeah.
If this guy is a creative, or he likes doing stuff, or he's into pushing the limits, he's a guy to know. Yeah.
Yeah. And he said in the video that he was all about sport bikes for most of his beginning of Toast's career, and it was because they really cared about performance. And now Indian's getting to a spot where, he said, hey, wait a minute, these are really good performance motors. So anyway, it was pretty interesting. That's what my video was about today. I have another video, kind of me messing around and my long thoughts and changing. I got the secret sauce on my FTR now. So,
okay.
So yeah, I got a couple things. I still got quite a bit that I can do, but I really like to listen to the viewers and the followers, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I try to hang out with these guys and gals. If somebody suggests something, I like to try to do it. So
sure.
And thank you for everybody for the support. And if you want to support and you haven't done it yet, like I said, PayPal. I put a link in my most recent video. Actually, it's like that freaking easy because
Yeah.
I just had multiple people ask me, and I kept saying, "No, I don't really have a way. No, I don't really have a way." Well, now I have a way. So if you're interested, there you go.
Yeah, by all means, and do support. Any of the video content guys that you follow, whether it's fish or heck, if you follow me, keep in mind that creating content is not inexpensive. Okay, they got to travel, they got to go these places. Anything you do to help them out, it just makes it easier for you to enjoy it more. So check it out. Also, a special thanks to Lloyd's Garage, Indian Motorcycle Charlotte. They will be helping with the Elite Noir and doing some stuff for me. I'll tell you more about that. Pikes Peak Indian Motorcycle doing the bulk of the work for me at this point. Rush Racing Products. We also mentioned those guys. I'm going to be, of course, I'm going to be selling the darn things. You can buy them through me on the road this summer. I'll talk to you more about that as we go along.
Has there been any leaked information out that you can say or not say if they're going to have anything ready for the chief that Ed asked earlier?
There's, I know that there's been a couple of things that are being worked on. Whether or not they're going to be readily available based on a variety of things is a concern. It's not that hard to create pieces for it now because a lot of things are standardized in the way that fits, and we know a little bit about that motor. But raw materials, production, all that stuff, still getting its feet under it. I mean, after COVID, because some of these producers weren't even able to create product, not because they weren't ready to do it, but there was no raw material to get to.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. But with Rush, there's still great reviews coming out for their new 2-in-1 for the Thunderstroke, and it has a ghost pipe option if you like that. They did a Challenger crossover pipe that I think is a really cool piece of equipment. I think it's going to make a big difference for a lot of guys. Warhorse slip.
It's a DCAT, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For all intents and purposes, yeah. Crossover pipe, and then you also got things like they've been doing for years, the Warhorse slip-ons and that kind of thing. Those have adjustable baffles in them and so on. So we'll talk more about that in detail. In fact, I'm going to try to get Terry Daniel, the president of the company, back on real soon, and we'll talk more about his products and what's going on with the company, and then how we're going to work together going forward. So that should be a lot of fun. Trust No One Clothing, Eric Thurber Jewelers, and Trust No One Clothing. We appreciate them. Custom Dynamics, also a sponsor and supporter this year. They're going to take good care of us on the road as well, and they are going to be part of the Elite Noir, also providing some lighting options for us. Brave Wolf Customs, what can I say? The Full Ride Scholarship Program. Jason has stepped up and have been amazing on every level, so we're happy to have him as long as well, and we're glad that you guys stop and join us every Friday night. So, hey, what can I say? We're going to be busy. And you, by the way, I meant to tell you, in the back of the RV where the garage is, there's a bunk above it.
Okay.
I think we're going to just call it the fishnet.
Finally, I set the name after
I
me.
think we're going to call it the fishnet, because I have no reason to believe that you will not crash in there every time you can find me somewhere.
I bet you it's going to be multiple times. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to haul my ass anywhere. I'll follow you though, and I will find you.
That's okay. That's all right. Like I said, I got a bed. I now have a place.
and I'm really bad, and I'm like, come on, Gabe, big Gabe, come on, everybody just come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Well,
Ed likes the fishnet.
Oh, and I didn't mention my other friends here at Clockworks.
By the way, new windshield.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, I got the flare, the dark flare. And if you haven't tried the flare on your Indian, I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. Because I'll tell you, I'm looking at the clip hangers and I'm looking at that combination. And today when I took the bike out, it was especially windy. And this is something I was kind of interested in because I hadn't had, the last couple of times I rode, it was fairly mild, since I put the thing on. It was blowing pretty hard today, and it does make a substantial difference. Far less.
You just raised it up a little, right?
Yeah, just kick it up a little bit. And it's got obviously the little tabs on the corners and then the flare at the top. And I only had to raise it up a little bit and quiet. Yeah, really nice. Very nice.
I was going to ask, what did you call your build?
The Elite Noir.
Elite Noir, as in R, as in the letter R.
Yes, in Noir. New as in noir, Noir, as in black.
Hang on, wait. Noir means black?
Yeah, it's some other foreign language, like film noir, dark, black.
All right, I don't know. This is a motorcycle show, buddy. We're
Right.
gonna
It's
off this
way
topic.
too classy.
Yeah, no,
Why the hell did you make me speak French on a motorcycle show? What are we doing?
I don't know. I thought it was all good until you started like saying some hard shit. I thought you said new R. I'm writing. You think I'm lying? Hang on, I'm gonna show you.
Wait.
I literally wrote new R. Oh, I'm in the mic.
No. This is not. I'm not stealing stuff away from the FTRR carbon. Double R.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Right. I know.
India needs to do the carbon roadmaster.
Oh man, I'm probably the only guy that would buy that, but I do it in a minute.
Oh my god, it'd be so sick.
Did you see the recent posters? Or, let's see, we were going to stop this a little while ago. Did you see the recent photos that Star has put up? Star Bobber of hers with the
She went carbon
graphic pieces on it.
Yeah,
That toast high riser of hers.
yep.
That stainless steel against that chrome or against the carbon fiber. Wow.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I really like the way that Toast high mount looks.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I mean,
It's really a gorgeous piece of equipment,
yeah, it's
and it works.
Ryan thinks the Challenger carbon. I would trade my
Now see, yeah, Challenger carbon. I know. Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
all right. So we're going to leave you with that. We're going to let that stew. We're going to let carbon filter through you and permeate every part of you. Again, can't thank everybody enough for the support. Can't thank you enough for coming by and hanging out with us. We do really appreciate it. Brand new podcast episode wherever you listen to the podcast. It's a great show this week. We talk with Taylor Young. Now, Taylor is a marketing manager guy. Okay. Now, Taylor has also worked in most customer or feedback or customer facing positions. So he deals a lot with the events and gets direct feedback, right? One of those happens to be the demo program, and he's been around the Indian Challenger Challenge since the jump. And this year, the Challenger Challenge is taking a whole new kind of attack in that they're running the new cams in the car, in the bike, and the road glides are pumped up. So again, they're great bikes side by side. You get to do it, the Challenger Challenge, and Taylor Young is on the show, and he has details about it. And then we talk with Tim and Amanda a little bit about the plans for their land speed record attempt that's coming up soon. B4 bikes that are due in Sturgis, and they are on their way. One of them, the B4 custom bike from Lloyd's and Indy Motorcycle Charlotte, is being photographed in Sturgis this week, and for its big debut. And then
Why didn't they call me?
Well, because you're a little premature. It's going to be August when it gets debuted. This is still
So they're taking pictures today, and they're going to wait until August to release them.
pretty close. Yeah, I know.
I mean, think about the pictures they could have given me doing a burnout on that sweet bike.
Oh, I know.
That'd be the before.
Yeah, I'll watch the show or listen to the show, because Amanda gets a little bent because they won't even let her take pictures of it.
I know.
Or she gets a little upset that she can't even go see the thing anymore.
Yeah, it was a good show. If you haven't heard it, it was fun to hear Indian's perspective with the Challenger and the Road Glide and how they kind of put them up together against each other. So,
and then finally, yeah, and that's a great comparison. And he talks a lot about it. We go into a variety of things, but then we meet Rick Hartman. Now, Rick's work is TLC Thunder and Lightning Customs. He's on the Lilith Challenger, and he makes the highway bar for the front of the Challenger, 3 different versions that are amazing. He's working on rears for them, and he and Jason have now collaborated on doing radiator covers as well. Fish doing wheelies on the Toast FDR. Ooh, snap. Yeah,
I may have win a hundo too.
Did you do a hundo too?
You know I have a saying, right? You remember
It
that
ain't a
saying?
day right until you hit 100.
That's right.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
So, and then we talk to Rick, and Rick's story is kind of interesting. Like me, he's about my age, been riding forever. He comes off BMW to go onto a Challenger. And I think you'll just enjoy hearing from him, because once he started creating these things, these highway bars, and doing some of the stuff he's doing, it just took off. And so he and I enjoyed the conversation. We had a great time. It's wherever you find your favorite podcast, Indian Rider Radio, Season 2, Episode 14. Check it out. And lots of information there as well. Support the people that support the show. You know who they are. By all means, hook them up. Look for information. If you want to know more, you can reach out to either of us. We're happy to turn you on and connect you with the right folks. Isn't that right, Fish?
Yeah, the people that have worked with me, I take pride in trying to relay all my current information and as accurate as I can be.
Yeah.
And I also, if I don't know, I have no problem tagging Ryan, Lloyd's Garage, or whoever else that I need to do, as well as I'll even send people clips of my own videos. Like, I went over this, boss. You want to hear what it sounds like? Here you go.
Yeah,
So,
it says 6 minutes and 30 seconds in. Yeah, I know.
I've literally done that. I've said fast forward to this, and you'll find what you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm excited about seeing more of your work throughout the summer. I'm going to get to do a little bit more with my YouTube channel now that I'm going to have, time to get out and actually shoot video and do editing and that kind of thing. I'm excited about it. I haven't been able to do that in a long time.
Yeah. I'm going to leave this up for the rest of the show. The thing that I liked about the thing that I liked about the crash bars TLC Customs is doing is that the lean angle is actually better
Yes.
than stock, which, and the story, and you've seen my Challenger.
Yep.
I actually scraped those. I mean, I was almost wrecking, but I took that corner real hard, and I have scraped those. So that was my first thing. I said, man, maybe I should get these.
Yeah, if they'll kick it up, and they kick it up a little bit so that the lean angle's a little more improved. Again, he makes the point about talking about, how hard and how much safety they can yield, because you're talking about aluminum frames and aluminum, castings that, I mean, if they don't break, that's not part of the point. So, but they look great. They're well made. They're American made. And he pointed out that people are, in fact, now probably more than he'd seen in his career. And I'm starting to see it now too, that people are spending more for American made products that they can lay hands on, that they can trust.
Yeah.
We've talked about it, knockoffs and a variety of other ways to buy stuff out there. It's hard to know what you're getting until you talk to somebody directly. And that's one of the reasons I get a kick out of talking to these people on the show. Is it's a great opportunity for you as a consumer. Judge for yourself, hear what they say. Let's talk. Let's find out what they think and feel, and find out more about them. I think it's a great thing.
Absolutely.
Anyway, all right, my man. Well, you be good. You're going to be busy this week. You got a new video that's rolling out right now. It's already available. Riding Fish on YouTube. One word. If you haven't figured it out yet, go search them. You can't be wrong, right? And I guess that's really all the news that's fit to print until we get on the road.
Yeah, until we're on the road. Well, hey, we got a show next week. We're doing that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Well, tell your mama.
Tell my mama. Yeah, I might do the show depending on how much time I could dedicate this week to getting this moved into the RV.
Yeah.
Then maybe I'll do the show from the RV next week.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm finding out though that compressing all this into a smaller space is.
Here you go. Watch this. Ready?
Yeah.
Welcome to After Hours Live underneath the fishnet.
Underneath the fishnet, yeah. From directly below the fishnet in the back end of my RV, here's Indian Rider Radio. Yeah. The crowd goes wild.
All right. On that note, let's go out.
All right,
guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys. Thanks for everything.
All right. Love you all, guys. See you next Friday night. It's Indian Rider Radio After Hours. Riding Fish, Curtis Sawyer, and you. We'll see you next time.